Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 18th of October 2018. We're going to reflect on Luke chapter 10 verses 1 to 9. We're going to take a little break from all the scolding Jesus has been giving. The Lord Jesus appointed 72 disciples whom he sent ahead of him in pairs to every town and place he intended to visit. He said to them, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few, so ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest. Go on your way. Behold, I am sending you like lambs among wolves. Carry no money bag, no sack, no sandals, and greet no one along the way. Into whatever house you enter, first say peace to this household. If a peaceful person lives there, your peace will rest on him, but if not, it will return to you. Stay in the same house and eat and drink what is offered to you, for the laborer deserves payment. Do not move about from one house to another. Whatever town you enter and they welcome you, eat whatever is set before you. Cure the sick in it and say to them, the kingdom of heaven is at hand for you." The gospel of the Lord. Today is the feast of St. Luke the Evangelist, who is one of the authors of the four Gospels. He is also the author of the Acts of the Apostles, which means that Luke contributed nearly a quarter of the text of the New Testament, more than any other author. Although he's not one of the 12 apostles of Jesus, he is generally believed to be one of the 70 apostles that Jesus sent out in pairs. Luke is mentioned a few times in the New Testament. In his letter to the Colossians, Paul refers to him as a physician, and many believe that he was a Greek doctor who lived in the Greek city of Antioch in ancient Syria. He is also mentioned in Paul's letters to Philemon and to Timothy, which suggests that he may have been Paul's disciple. The fact that Paul says that Luke alone is with me, he says this in his final letter, it suggests that he was a particularly intimate and faithful companion. Scholars also believe that the famous brother Paul speaks about in his second letter to the Corinthians is also Luke. Although he writes the Gospel and the Acts of the Apostles, very little can be learned about Luke's life from them. He does exclude himself from those who were eyewitnesses to Jesus' ministry, but his repeated use of the word "we" in describing the Pauline missions indicates that he was personally there at those times, with access also to Peter and Philip. Despite not being there with Jesus, however, he did draw information from other eyewitnesses of Jesus, one of whom was most likely Matthew, author of another gospel. Another eyewitness he likely interviewed was the Virgin Mary herself. Luke records the material in the infancy narrative in a way that implies Mary was the source of much or all of the information contained in it. Luke died at the age 84 in Beersheba, according to a fairly early and widespread tradition. He is believed to have been a martyr, reportedly having been hanged from an olive tree. According to historians, Luke's tomb was located in Thebes. His relics were transferred to Constantinople in the year 357. The Roman Catholic Church and other major denominations venerate him as Saint Luke the Evangelist and as the patron saint of artists, physicians, bachelors, surgeons, students, and butchers. I can't figure out the last one. A slightly different reflection today. I hope you enjoyed it. Do share these around if they edify you. God bless you.